to this month's mayoral employee recognition event. Pleased to see so many of you here. And our employee of the month, she brought a entire support group here with her today. So it's awesome, the fact that we bring out family, friends, loved ones to come and celebrate on the milestones and or the significant dates that our employee or our teammates share as a member of our organization, or perhaps as they move on to the next endeavor in their lives. So today we're going to be recognizing our Employee of the Month for June 2017. We have several other employees that we're going to recognize that will celebrate or have celebrated an anniversary this month with the City of Pensacola. We also will be recognizing a member of the Police Department who will be recognized by several representatives at the state level for his hard work and dedication to the Pensacola Police Department. And Mr. Olson, our City Administrator, he's going to be presenting the awards today in place of the Mayor, as the Mayor was unfortunately pulled away to attend a memorial service for a personal friend that has passed. So Mr. Olson has kindly stepped in, and he'll be handling that for the Mayor today. We're going to start off by recognizing our Employee of the Month for June 2017. As I mentioned, each and every month, the Employee of the Month award is first of all, it's nominated by you, the employees. You recognize one of your peers for their hard work, dedication, for their motivation. Perhaps they motivate you to be a better employee. They make you strive to do things better, more efficiently and more effectively for our constituents. And through their hard work and effort, they all make us look good, and they make what it means to be a City of Pensacola employee a positive thing as viewed by our constituents. And so the June 2017 of the Employee of the Month began her career with the City of Pensacola on April 15th, 1991 as a police cadet. She was later promoted to Public Safety Cadet on December 8th, 1992, promoted to Police Officer 1 on May 3rd, 1993, promoted to Police Officer 2 on December 21st, 1996, and then decided to leave us for a little while. And so she took a break from city employment from December 14th, 2001 through September 8th, 2003, but she came back to the police department as a police officer, and she continues to serve in that capacity today as a member of the Pensacola Police Department. Here's what was written in the nomination for our Employee of the Month. Officer Williams Green is a school resource officer at the Pensacola High School. Recently, she discovered that several students would be unable to attend the prom this year because they could not buy dresses. She organized a dress drive to acquire formal dresses for the students. She even supplied a dress of her own. Her effort allowed the girls to attend their prom. A few weeks later, Officer Williams Green learned many seniors would be unable to attend the senior trip due to required fees. She once again sought help from police staff, as well as staff and faculty at PHS, to obtain donations for the students. Hope Lunsford and Officer Williams Green began baking pound cakes on their own time to sell and raise money for these students. They raised over $1,000 for the trip. Officer Green's actions have not only allowed for many students to attend the prom and the senior trip, but they have also exemplified the standards of excellence of the Pensacola Police Department. Officer William Green went above and beyond her normal duties and was able to demonstrate to the young men and women of PHS that police officers play more than just an enforcement role in the community that we serve. And so it's for these reasons we'd like to recognize Officer Mary Williams Green as June's Employee of the Month. If you'll come forward, please.
Congratulations. That's a very impressive line of just volunteer work that you did. And we talk a lot about what we're trying to do in the community with the PPD and just all of us here at City Hall. There's a big thing on the mayors. You know, we're talking about customer service all the time, but it's also about community outreach and showing that we're out in the community. We're part of the community. We are not just City Hall standing alone. We're part of that essential fabric of the community. And when we hear stories like this, just your own personal initiative, getting out and doing that, and of course, what I thought was, people who know me, the pound cake thing really came to mind. But congratulations!
Thank you.
Really
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Great to have you here.
Thank you.
and there is a little more to go with that.
Thank you very kindly. I appreciate it. Thank
Nice
you very much.
picture, more than just you in there.
Thank you, sir. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
Fantastic. And so for us guys, the prom may not seem like such a big deal. We rent a tux and maybe we go, maybe we don't go. But I'm sure for the young ladies that she helped assist, it made a huge difference in their high school experience and as they approach adulthood with those students. So kudos and good things from that. There were several other employees who received a nomination this past month. And just as I do every month, if I received a nomination, I'd want to know that somebody recognized the good deeds that I did. So we're going to recognize those individuals. And it's Gene Eggert with the Pensacola Fire Department, Anthony Giorgio with Pensacola Police Department, and Ashley Polk with the Financial Services Department. So let's have a round of applause for those individuals for being recognized by their peers. As we move forward, I'm going to continue to ask, just as I do every month, that you encourage your staff and or you yourself take the few minutes it takes to write something up to recognize someone for their time, effort, or their work that they've done to make your life easier, or that's served as that beacon of light. If you're wondering, why do I do this? And then you see someone that's that positive example, and you're like, okay, that's why I do this. Those are the people that we want to make sure that we recognize and are at least part of this process and included. Next, we're going to move to recognizing those employees that celebrate a milestone anniversary as part of the city team this past month. And we'll start off with those that have celebrated their first year anniversary as a member of the city staff. And so when your name is called, please come forward and get your first year, be recognized with your first year certificate. The first of those is Keith Coleman Jr. with Parks and Recreation Department. Is Keith here? Parks and Recreation? They normally take up a whole row here. Keith is such a hard worker, and he's so motivated in his first year. He blew right by his whole anniversary recognition ceremony. Well, he was here last week? Oh. We're going to send Keith to a Outlook calendar class. But he doesn't have to have strong punctuality skills for his job, Parks and Recreation. So all right, so kudos to Keith. Next is Donnie Ard with Pensacola Police Department. Please come forward, sir.
Hey, Donnie, congratulations.
Thanks, sir.
Good luck on 30 more.
If we're lucky. All right.
If Mayor Hayward was here, he'd ask you to give a speech, but we won't do that.
All right. Well, tell him thank you.
All right.
30 more, 5 years of job. 35. All right, so next we're going to jump forward in time, or backwards in time, depending on which way you look at it, to those employees that are going to be celebrating their 15-year anniversary this month. We have 2 employees that are celebrated or have celebrated their 15-year anniversary. So when we call your name, please come forward to get your 15-year pin. The first of those is Amy Miller of the Port of Pensacola.
Yeah, I bet it does. We didn't know if Amy was going to make it in today because the rain keeps kind of, I guess, blocking your road.
It
so.
does, yeah.
So we're all going to take up a collection afterwards and see if we can buy Amy a boat.
Thanks.
All right, and next is Joe Dadabo of Sanitation Services and Fleet Management Department.
Joe,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It's 15 years of hard work, I'm sure. And if Jerry has anything to say about it, I'm sure we'll get about 15 or 30 more, maybe.
He's not letting anybody go.
All right. Next, we're going to take an even bigger gap forward, and we're going to go to one employee who celebrated their 35-year anniversary. Wow, look at that. That's where we all strive to be, right? We want to be there. So yes, this employee had her 35-year anniversary this month, and so when we call your name, please come forward. And it's Brenda Cahaley with Financial Services Department.
I know, that's it. Y'all right here, you can have that. You know, this, you gotta ask, because, so in technology resources, when they say it's turning over every 6 months, the technology changes,
The only thing that's
So
in
I don't know
our
where-
department is change.
where you start, I would
I-
like to see some of that equipment from the
I
beginning.
guarantee, well, I have some. I have a very old StarTAC cell phone in the box I kept. And I should have kept the ones that were the great big ones you see in the old videos. But really in IT, the only thing that is constant is change. 5 years from now, you probably won't even have a desk phone. You won't have a desk computer. You will have a tablet, cell phone that you carry with you everywhere, and that's your desktop. It will come. So, yeah, everyone will be there, so.
Thanks, Brenda.
Great. So from an HR perspective, I'm going to have to say, don't use your tablet from home, and don't use it for personal reasons. Don't. Brenda's not helping us solve HR issues. Congratulations, Brenda. There were there were 8 other individuals that were invited to attend today that celebrated an anniversary, and they were unable to attend. We all have life that goes on outside of this place, and sometimes that takes precedence, and we understand that, but I still want to recognize them. We have Michael Richardson Sr. With 25 years of service at the airport. Is he here? No. So 25-year anniversary. Jennifer Cole, 15 years with Pensacola Police Department. And so she let us know she wouldn't be able to attend. I'm going to mispronounce this. Maxiel Batista? Close enough? They didn't come, so just act like I said it correctly. First year anniversary at the police department. We had Tyler Choate with 10 years of service with Pensacola Fire Department. John Jones III, 10 years with Pensacola Fire Department. Steve Weinecke. Normally I don't elaborate on retirees. Steve Weinecke retired on June 11th with 25 years of service, and any of us that have had any significant amount of time with the city knows that he has been counting those days down since 3 years ago, or 3.5 years ago when I got here. I met him. He said, "My name's Steve Weinecke, and I have 1,200 and something days left." And so Steve is finally gone, and so you may have noticed as your office is a little quieter now at this point. Rodney Havard retired with 25 years with Pensacola Energy, and then Gregory Marchman retired from Sanitation and Fleet Services with 30 years of service for those departments. So let's have a round of applause for those individuals and the milestones that they've reached. All right, thank you for that. And so at this point in the event, I'd like to ask Police Chief Leiter to come forward as he takes over the rest of our recognition events. So, Chief Leiter.
Every agency has those employees who are superstars. We, of course, have our share at the Pensacola Police Department. Officer Gomez actually was hired by us in March of 2015, so he has just over 2 years employment. Actually, about a year of that, he was deployed with the Marine Corps. He's a sergeant in the Recard unit, so he's only been working with us a little over a year. In that short time, he's received City Employee of the Month. He's had Officer of the Month with the city. He's received a medal for his actions with us. And we nominated him at the police department to the state for recognition. So today he's being recognized by the state of Florida, the Florida Police Chiefs Association, for his heroics. So I'm going to turn it over, invite Chief Philip Thorne from the Springfield Police Department. He's a past president of the Florida Police Chiefs Association.
Thank you, Chief. Good morning. Thank you for having me. I'm humbled to be here to represent the Florida Police Chiefs Association. My purpose is to present the Florida Police Chiefs Life-Saving Award, which is sponsored, and the actual award itself is funded by the Harris Corporation Foundation. This award is designed to recognize police officers for an exceptional life-saving act. As you know, police officers put their lives on the line each and every day to serve and protect our communities. We also save lives, and I'm here today to honor an officer who did just that. On September 26, 2016, around 5:30 in the morning, Pensacola Police Dispatch Center broadcasted a call of a woman who was standing on a bridge overpass crossing a local street. The caller who reported the woman said she looked as though she were going to jump. Officer Gomez responded and observed the woman looking over the side at the potential 30 to 40-foot drop. He exited his vehicle, tactically approached, and engaged the woman. He quickly assessed the situation and, relying on both training and intuition, was able to grab the woman and move her to safety. It was later discovered that the woman had in her possession 2 knives and a cord wrapped in plastic sheathing, which she indicated she was intending to use to hang herself. Officer Gomez's quick reaction and instinctive tactical response averted a potential loss of life tragedy. His actions bring great credit upon himself and the Pensacola Police Department. On behalf of the Florida Police Chiefs Association, it's my pleasure to present Officer Gomez with this life-saving award. In addition to the plaque, we also have a certificate for him that the department can use for his personnel file.
Don't go anywhere. Congressman Gates, Representative Gates, also has provided a letter of recognition and a plaque as well, or excuse me, a certificate. Mr. Olson will present that.
I'd like to read this letter from Congressman Gates. It was dated on June 29th, 2017. And he states, "Dear Officer Greg Gomez, it is my honor to congratulate you for receiving the Life-Saving Award from the Florida Police Chiefs Association. The devotion to duty and responsibility that you have demonstrated is highly commendable. I would like to extend my gratitude to you for your valiant efforts that resulted in saving a life. Your exceptional character is evidenced by your courageous and extraordinary actions. The life of a police officer is one of true selflessness and service, and you are no exception. Each day, the brave men and women of law enforcement put their lives on the line for the good of their communities, and I would like to extend my gratitude and support to you for your service. On behalf of those you have sworn to protect and serve, I thank you for your extraordinary kindness, faithful service, and commitment to excellence. Sincerely, Matt Gates, Member of Congress." No monetary award with that, but I'm sure the chief will take care of you. I'm sure there's some donuts there or something. Congratulations.
Okay, that concludes my presentation. I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. Olson for closing.
Thank you, Chief. You know, again, it's just, you look around the room and everybody in here is just a fantastic employee, and I know if Mayor Hayward was here, that's what he'd be telling you. Mayor just came back from the U.S. Mayor's Conference down in South Florida, and you know, one of the themes throughout that is just how grateful the mayors are that they are not only responsible for the cities and that they represent the publics, that their individual constituencies in their cities, but it was about the employees, and that, you know, that kind of this theme that things happen because people make them happen. They don't just happen automatically. And those people are the people that come to work every day to the city, and a lot of times, you know, the public takes it for granted. A lot of times government right now doesn't always have the best reputation. But they're trying to, the mayors are pointing out, you know what, have you really taken a look at our employees and see what they do every day, whether it's public safety, you know, that the mayor's always saying, you know, that's the front line. The first thing he thinks about when he gets up in the morning, when he goes to sleep at night is public safety. Are we doing what we can to keep the citizens of Pensacola safe? But it's not just public safety. We have this entire city that we run the infrastructure for all the residents here. And behind that, there's all the people that help you who are out in front working daily and interacting with the citizens. And so it's just, the mayor will talk about it in his budget message, how humbled he is by the progress that's been made since he's been in office, and he gives full credit to just the wonderful employees of the city of Pensacola, and it's really an honor for me to be able to stand in front, or in for him today and in front of you, to thank you for all that you do every day when you come to work for the city. Thank the friends and families who show up, especially all of you who show up to support people when they're getting an award like we see today. So again, on behalf of Mayor Hayward, I think on behalf of all the city staff, thank you all.
All right, and my appreciation as well to all the family and loved ones that come out to support our employees that were recognized, as well as to all of our fellow employees that came out to recognize our team members. That concludes today's event. If you were recognized today, if you'll please come forward, we'll take a group photo. Chief Thorne, thank you for coming and making the presentation today. And so I think if we can maybe do a police picture first, so we'll get all our members of the police department, we'll do a group photo there, and then we'll get a photo of everyone else that was recognized today. But thank you all for your time.